At a news conference in Geneva, the UN's top envoys to Syria downplayed a Russian military's proposal for a daily 3-hour pause in violence in Aleppo city.
3 hours is indeed not enough. 3 hours is really nothing. We need 48 hours. That's how we see it now.
The UN says the Russian military announced the proposal on its own without consulting the UN and stresses the plan doesn't guarantee a pause by all fighting forces. The UN says a 48-hour weekly ceasefire throughout Syria is the minimum that's required, saying it needs time to deliver aid to all battleground districts.
The stakes could not be higher in the coming days, because really millions of Syrian civilians are now in a seeming free fall.
In rebel-held eastern Aleppo city, opposition forces dismissed the Russian proposal as a publicity stunt.
Russia offers a ceasefire now. Why? It's because we've turned the table on them. It's because we opened a new road with help from God.
That new road in southwestern Aleppo was open last Sunday when rebel fighters broke the weeks-long government siege. Initially, there was optimism that would open a path for humanitarian supplies for nearly 300,000 civilians in rebel-held eastern Aleppo. But over the past several days, very little aid has gone through. Aid groups say the path is narrow, surrounded by fighting, and still too dangerous to travel. Despite the UN's apparent disappointment with the Russian proposal, the UN says they plan to meet a Russian delegation to discuss the idea and maybe even work out what the UN says can be a more effective plan. Throughout this conflict, there have been many calls for a pause in violence. Rarely have they worked or lasted. Many civilians are anxious to see if this plan will be any different. Reza, Sayah, Al Jazeera, Gaziantep, along the Syrian-Turkish border.